Yes guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford Paddock. I am Adam McCullough. This is Gazzetta United, the place where we are every single week with a coffee and a couple of the newspapers to find out just what's going on in the world of football. What is going on in the world of Manchester United and what is going on these back pages. And the last couple of weeks have been absolute mayhem. Not only have we now promoted from talking about Jadon Sancho every single day, we had the Harry Maguire mayhem, we had Paul Pogba getting coronavirus, we had Lionel Messi chucking in a transfer request at Barcelona. We have had so much going on, and in the last 24 hours we've also heard that Manchester United could be very close to signing Donny van der Beek. Now, these back pages do not reflect any of that story that we're hearing. So before we get stuck into these back pages, let me just tell you what the latest is on that. So yesterday we heard that Donny van der Beek was not in Ajax's squad for their recent friendly. He's not in their squad again today. They had another friendly, so a quick turnover in terms of friendlies. He's not in any of their friendly squads. Their manager Ten Hag came out and said it's because there's developments over a transfer. He didn't mention a club. There was then rumours in Holland about it being Barcelona or Manchester United. Spanish press, reliable Spanish press, then rushed out and said, well, actually, it's not Barcelona because Barcelona are looking at Gini Wijnaldum. And then there were further reports from England, from Fabrizio Romano, etc., saying that Manchester United were interested in the signing. Now, at £36 million, 23 years old, a player that's been playing and done well in the latter stages of the Champions League and clearly has quality experience for his age, a player that would come into an area that we need to strengthen, despite the fact that, you know, a lot of people think he's just an out-and-out attacking midfielder. Yes, he has played there, but when De Jong and those guys left, he dropped further deeper, and he can play a deeper role in midfield as well in a 4-2-3-1. So he would fit into the team. He's the kind of player we should look into buy. He's the kind of player that brings strength in depth, but it is not done yet. Manchester United haven't made an official bid. We haven't gone to Ajax with the money that they want, which is pretty clear, 36 million, and it'd be daft to haggle over that. But we just need to wait and see what happens and how this one develops, because Real Madrid had apparently agreed a deal in January for him. Barcelona with Ronald Koeman, even though they're saying they're not interested at the moment, who knows if things change with Gini Wijnaldum. That may change and it may force them to go back in for Donny van der Beek. So let's wait and see. But United could be getting one of the bargains of the summer. There's also talk about Thiago Alcantara as well, but I'm not reading into that at all. Another bargain of the summer if he moves for 30 million euros. I'm surprised there ain't a whole host of other clubs in for him. Liverpool are believed to be front of the queue for Thiago Alcantara, so I wouldn't worry about the rumours linking United with Thiago, because it just feels like it's something that's being done to speed things up in terms of the Liverpool deal. So don't bite on that one just yet. But the Donny van der Beek stuff, we could be reporting news very soon on that one in terms of a potential deal. Anyway, let's get stuck into these back pages, as I was saying, and we're starting off with the Sunday Express here today. And Manchester City think if they get Messi, they will keep Pep Guardiola. The City believe Guardiola will stay if they sign the Barcelona race. Man City are closing in on a Lionel Messi and Pep Guardiola double whammy. City believe they are on the brink of prizing Argentine superstar Messi from Barcelona after the 6-time Ballon d'Or winner made it clear he's not backing down in his determination to quit the Nou Camp. Now, interestingly enough, La Liga have come out and defended Barcelona and said, well, actually, you know, his release clause is active. That clause where he could leave for free is inactive, and anybody that wants him would have to pay the 700 million euro release clause. Obviously, that one is going to drag on and it could see them ending up in court. So I'd love Manchester City to try and sign Messi and then end up in a big court case which sees them have to pay 700 million euros out. That wouldn't be bad at all. Here we go, here we go. Jubilant Arsenal celebrated the first silverware of the new season with Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, the Wembley goal hero. Again, they won a penalty shootout against Liverpool. Liverpool started a pretty strong team. Arsenal rested a few of their main names or familiar names, or some of them weren't involved because of the stages of pre-season they were at. It was a draw, you know, it was a 1-1 draw at the end of the day. Arsenal are clearly improving under Mikel Arteta, but it is funny to see all the Arsenal fans rushing to call the Charity Shield a trophy. You know, it's not. We saw Mourinho try and give it the old free trophy stuff. none of us will believe in United won 3 trophies that year at all. And talking about Jose Mourinho, he says, I'm young enough to still be the best boss. Jose Mourinho has warned Pep Guardiola and Jurgen Klopp he's bang up for the fight this season because there's plenty of life in the young dog just yet. Yeah, you'll be sacked by the end of the season, mate. You will be sacked. He's also saying inside, modern managers are the most fragile of beasts. You talking about yourself there? Are you talking about yourself? Nemanja Matic here in the paper says Nemanja Matic has warned there will be no hiding place if Man United fail to mount as titles bid this season. Next season there is no excuse. I felt this year we dropped points too easy. We allowed Liverpool to win 10 games before the season finished, so we cannot allow that. We must fight on to the end. My personal target is to win the league with United. We all want that. And Nemanja Matic here sounding the alarm and saying United need to be fighting for the Premier League title. Now it's good to hear that message coming from within the players. Obviously it doesn't look like the board have got the message yet, as we've not seen any action or any activity in terms of signings. But if you're looking at the profile of players that we're closely being linked with, Donny van der Beek, Jadon Sancho, Jack Grealish, although I think Donny van der Beek coming in signals the end of any Jack Grealish hopes. Although I would be able to fit them all into the team. I'd still get Donny van der Beek, Jack Grealish, Jadon Sancho. I'd get all the sauce. But I feel if we get Donny van der Beek, it's a more cheaper alternative to Jack Grealish. And you know what? It makes sense. You know, in this day and age, in this market, being able to just go in and say, here's 36 million, give us a proven quality 23-year-old who's played in the Champions League. I think it's a deal that makes sense. But as we've seen, you know, nothing's done until it's done. So let's wait and see. Moving on to another newspaper here. Similar story. Get Messi, keep Pep on the back page of this one. Jose warned you are in my sights, Klopp, and turmoil over Kevin De Bruyne's new deal. Manchester City's bid to seal Kevin De Bruyne to a new 350 grand a week contract has been put on hold following the arrest of the midfielder's agent. Patrick de Coste's long-term advisor is being held by Belgian police after De Bruyne asked them to investigate discrepancies in his finances involving millions of pounds. If he was anything like Harry Maguire, he'd just chin them all and do one. Free Big H. So let's look inside this newspaper. We've got Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang doing the Black Panther sign, and obviously rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. What an absolute legend. Surprising death over the weekend. Rest in peace to Chadwick Boseman. Here we've got the £630 million prayer. Barca Chiefs chase City cash deal would Star adamant he's a free agent. And look, Messi, one of, if not the greatest player of all time. To see him playing for a sports washing, human rights abusing, blood money regime would absolutely just, you know, show you how bad football is. But also, these lot have just been fighting an FFP case, and if they were to spend 200-300 million, you know, on a deal for Lionel Messi, he's not going to be 700 million, let's be real. But if they were to spend that kind of money on Lionel Messi, you have to ask yourself, what the fuck is the point in all of these rules? What is the point? Just let these guys do what they want with their money, because they clearly are. They clearly are. Now, Man City is linked to a mega money Lionel Messi transfer, sounding alarm bells at Premier League clubs and at UEFA. It's believed there has already been informal dialogue among some of City's biggest rivals who are watching the Messi saga closely as the Argentine's potential exit from Barcelona gathers pace. It's just 48 days since City were cleared on appeal by the Court of Arbitration for Sport, even though they paid a fine. Arsenal, Liverpool, United and Tottenham are believed to be among the clubs who have pushed for UEFA's original pursuit of the Etihad giants. Some remain shocked that City were cleared at all and see a Messi move with wages alone in a region of 100 million a year as a deal needing ruthless financial fair play scrutiny. Inside the newspaper, as we go further in, we're the fragile ones, says Jose Mourinho, talking about managers. He definitely had a fragile ego towards the end of his United career, didn't he? And Matic says United for the title and no excuses, with some of those quotes that we heard about earlier. Robbie Fowler's been giving us an opinion on Harry Maguire, and he says, you're an easy target, Harry. Learn that lesson just like I did. And for whatever was right or wrong in the Harry Maguire case, and obviously I think we should, you know, get behind him and support him at this moment in time. It does seem very, very dodgy, this case. And I know some people are going to say, well, if Paul Pogba did it, he wouldn't have headlines like this. He wouldn't have the same headlines that Harry Maguire have. And I totally agree with that. There's an issue with the media representation of black and minority ethnic, sportsmen and just people in general in the media. There's a clear difference between how they're treated. But that doesn't mean that we have to make Harry Maguire a target of the fans because we're unhappy with the way media would have treated someone else. It just doesn't work like that. Harry Maguire deserves the same support we'd want to see Paul Pogba given or anybody else given. Now, if on appeal he's found guilty again and all that stuff and further information comes out, fine. But it does seem like a very, very dodgy scenario. But I suppose Robbie Fowler's right in that he is an easy target. No matter where he goes, he's going to have to be aware of that. What else is going on in these papers? What else? Not a lot, to be honest. Not a lot. You can tell it's silly season because they're all just making stuff up. But Lionel Messi obviously dominating the back pages. I imagine Monday's newspapers will have a little bit more on Donny van der Beek and any potential signings United could make. But we will keep you up to date here on Stretford Paddock. So make sure you're liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing to keep it locked to absolutely everything. Loads of content coming your way. For now, I've been Adam McCullough. This has been Gazzetta United. I'm out of here.